Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland. We're off here to a 1v1 only. You guessed it, it is Langraskaya in the north. It is expensive runner fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin. Here with the 5th Guards tank call featuring advanced warfare tactics with the T-35s, radio intercept, conscript assault tactics, infantry repair kits, and the CoH2 to make attacks with infantry and mine bulletins. In the south it is Caosak fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the Brandenburger Panzergrenadier Division with German infantry featuring 250-1.5 tracks, veteran squad leaders, stormtroopers, assault and hold, and the fragmentation bomb. Grenadier MD-42 versus double engineer into a lightly sniper opening here for Expansion Runner, as he's been experimenting a lot with that, though. In general, advanced warfare has become much more popular, so it seems to be a bit of a meta change there, which is quite fascinating. It's certainly a breath of fresh air for all the Gart motor, in my opinion. Though it does, of course, feature the T-35. Can't get around that one. Sniper on the way, though. Double engineers firing off in the east. Meanwhile, Caosak advances still here on the centre, moving, probably planning to move on the cuff point, though he will probably find the sniper a bit of a nuisance there. We'll have to see him respond to that. Probably a fast armoured car, though he could technically also go for a fast 250 half-track, stuff some assault troops in it, and then go sniper hunting that way. Anyways, Pioneers in the west, MD-42 Grenadiers in the centre east. Engineers busy there as well, and we got the sniper there out for Expensive Runner and the Red Army. And as always, a big hearty thank you to my Patreon supporters, champions and heroes, one and all. Other people can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon, or they can consider donating via PayPal. Links in the description. And finally, a comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button, that whole, YouTube algorithm circus. So now they're moving about here with their scoped Mosin Nagant. Can these bring about there? They did try to make the S50-40 a sniper rifle, but there were apparently some issues with that, so they rather had to drop that one. Conflict forwards there for Expensive Runner. At least around here at the front line, not a heavy penalty ability. Engineers grab the eastern point. Engineers basically the mines by the eastern victory point. So far, there we can see that Caosak with the arrival of the sniper is less keen on just diving in headlong. Though, when there's pretty much only a sniper, might be the best time. Third Grenadier squad there for Caosak. Conscript forwards here. Will be interesting to see if they be equipped with the conscript assault package. Engineers moving about here. Grenadiers there could be reinforcing soon. MD-42 to be up to deal with the advancing engineers. There we go. Good shot. Sniper gets a kill there on one of them gunners. Conscript holding up here. And we got the third Grenadier squad for Caosak. Of course, Expensive notices all along thanks to a radio intercept. Grenadiers pulling in there. Sniper lining up for another shot there. And there you go. Jurgen drops dead. Second conscript load for Expensive Runner. Almost got the sniper here though. Expensive Runner caught almost there, but the sniper survives the otherwise near fatal encounter there with German infantry. But he's pushing up here. MD-42 coming fire in the centre. Of course, the sniper nearby, that is a slightly risky position. No sun attack that there. Might be planning for a 4th Grenadier squad here. Possibly a mortar, I suppose, could be an option here for Caosak. Nope. We do get the tech now. Machine gun reposition a bit further. Troops reinforcing here. And then we shall, of course, see what he does next. 250 half-tech or E222. Sniper there with 4 kills. Close veterans 1. Conscript advancing centre here for the glory of the Red Army. Western Punch squad of the Pioneers. He's been caught by the conscripts and quickly sent packing. MD-14 with conscript here, but the right flank of the machine gun there is exposed. Plus, there's still the sniper just plucking away there, killing further and further German infantrymen there. In the east, taking these, trying to draw the conscript out from the building here. In the west, Pioneers caught here with engineers. Could probably just rush in and clear out the engineers, honestly. So, tech almost done there. Will it be the 250 half-track here from Caosak? And we do get a 250 and a half track, a 250-1 half track, the Leichtgeschützen Panzerwagen, designed for reconnaissance units, though sometimes regular panzer grenadiers had to make do with it. Designed to will be small in that way, better and support reconnaissance units, but most of the time they were not used for reconnaissance purposes, they were just used as an extra, panzer grenadier battalion. Little fun fact there, was it company? I can't quite remember. But a little fun note there about the 250-1 half-tack. They also had a variety of versions of that one, including, of course, the mortar half-tack, which we have in the game, but also, for example, a version with a 75mm cannon for a bit bigger, closer quarters infantry support. So there you go. Leichtgeschützen Panzerwagen up. Pioneers equipped with a flamethrower. If you can catch a sniper with that, that's going to be quite helpful there. Though, of course, we can also see we've got the penal troops moving in there. They're not upgraded. Short munitions, though. Mines is here as well. So there you go. Leichte Schützenpanzerwagen, Gefechtsbereit. Got a flamethrower in it. Sniper quickly caught by, and there you go. Wiped out, there you go. Charging in there. Burning through the conscripts rapidly. No anti-tank grenades here. Good chance to actually wipe here in the early game against Experts Run. There you go. Pioneers with MP40s on the flower map doing heavy damage. And there you go. Almost got to wipe here in the conscript squad down to one man. He is dead. Wiped off the face of this very earth. There you go. Half-Tech hits a mine. Suffering critical damage. Pioneers jumping out. Half needs to keep holding back there. I think he's going to lose it though. Other troops not in the center here. No, he's trying to parry. He's setting up fortified position then in the sense of defensive position. I think he should just try to hold out there, to be honest. Machine needs set up here fast. Gun is arriving. Also, I think the issue just is too close here to expend runner's base to really be safe. The Pioneers risk just getting sniped while they are trying to fix it. Machine gunning flanked here though. Catching the engineers here. Sniper added. There you go. Kills one of the gunners in front of the half-tech. Anti-tank right from the penal troopers there as well. Admittedly, it might have just been, a loss no matter what here for Caosak. But they're getting in the penal troopers right in the midst. Almost getting a wipe here on the penal troopers as well. The brutality on display here. And there you go. Grenadier squad wiped out. The casualties are just piling up here. But Caosak pushes ahead for Deutschland. Close has won. There's stormtroopers called in there. Should rapidly equip with MP40. Sniper keeps killing away. There continues to be an absolute menace here. This is absolutely riveting gameplay. Half-Tech almost fixed up here. He actually managed to fix it up. That is impressive. But the penal troopers did survive despite everything. Had he gotten a wipe, that'd been huge for Caosak. He is backing off the Half-Tech there, going for the Eastern Fuel Point. Very good. A thumbs up to Caosak there. You got the penal troop, the concurrents, and the Half-Tech hits from the anti-tank rifles, punching cleanly through the armor, which was, I think, roughly around 5mm thick. It was meant to deflect bullets, not anti-tank rifles. So Gunner's getting ready here. Can of course equip with the veteran squad here. Thumbs up to that. He may want to consider some more infantry here or a mortar. Though of course at this point Caosak might be tempted to go for a counter sniper, try and catch expensive runner's sniper and just, finish him off that way. Pioneers busy with a half-tech again. One sport defensive position. Almost got the Eastern Fuel Point. There we go. Though it is not connected, but even then that crucially denies expensive run access to his fuel point. And of course you can try and think about, oh, snipers moving from the north here. Oh dear. That's it. I don't think Caosak's realised this. He's just missed an opportunity to walk in and the sniper just murdered them. Instead the counter's got to spot the stormtrooper there. He's going to... Oh no! He might get a wipe though nonetheless. And yes, he does. A second wipe here in expense runner. There's two conscript squads wiped from the very face of this earth, but the sniper still breathes. Oh boy. But yeah, just highlights again just how powerful the MP40s on those storms can be when they lose with a tactical advantage. They just full wipe there on the conscripts, not a single survivor. Half-Tech pulling back here. So, I mean, Expense Runners is definitely suffering some attritional issues, though. Getting the wipe in the Gunneer squad definitely helps him out a bit there. Like to make a nice company. Oh, he is going for the sniper there himself then. Passing a storm squad into the Half-Tech can actually be quite powerful, since again they synergize quite well in my experience. Slimmers up the Half-Tech provide more support there as a machine gun team in a sense, but there you go. Anti-tank rifles already there, need to pull back, fix it up again, and then I guess stuff in the stormtroopers. Seems like Caosak wants to get a bit more leverage out of its machine gun. There you go, hey machine can catch the penal troopers, suppressing them there. North point being seized by the veteran grenadiers. Sniper almost down here for Caosak and the German army. Grab these some fuel with the engineers. Sniper out, and of course, expense runner knows immediately. 250 Half-Tech being fixed up by the Pioneers once more. Storms running eastwards, guess he's not going to stuff into the Half-Tech, but again, really great. This can just get close to the target, we can get into the effective range of the stormtroopers and just murder infantry in my experience. Of course, expense runner probably getting more careful with the sniper as he's expecting a counter sniper. Storms running up there, suffers the loss there of Ludwig. Half-Tech pushing forward here. Oh, getting a bit too eager here, and there's a good chance of losing the Half-Tech, but no, instead ends up being a rout here for expensive run as his center suddenly collapses. Like a front light and made out of sponge cake. Has been poorly cooked hot. Track there can reinforce the troops on the move by this. Pioneers to the mine there. Half-Tech's about to get knocked out. That's going to hurt Caosak here a bit. As it is a nice, again, tool, you can see the reinforcing the front line, providing support and, of course, immediate mobility to his infantry. Stormstorm falling back here as well. Sniper there with 2 kills. This is definitely a fairly tense match at points, honestly. Can you setting up? Pack 40 here for Caosak. He's obviously starting to concern himself about the possibility of fast T70 for, well, fast, it's 10 minutes. Let's be honest, that's not fast, but, you know, a T70. I think after that, Caosak should definitely take up there. Fixing up the 250 half-track again. Better because we're on the eastern side. Sneaking up the west of his engineers. Very good work there. No sun upgrades for the conscripts. No Pepeshkas. Slightly disappointing in that, but that's just me. Pack 40 ready. T70 out. And of course, again, thanks to Radio Intercept, Expense Runner is more than aware there's a Pack 40 waiting for his T70. Finishes the penal troopers there. Summoning forwards. 4 kills, and the penal troopers definitely not well suited for a fight against this veteran Grenadiers. We've got the T70 in here though. Pack 40 is soon able to move in the distance here to assist. Got the storm shooting on the eastern side. And quickly retreating west side. And pushing west from Victory Point. They're looking to harass their Caosak's left-hand flank. West flank, left-hand flank. That's nonsense. Even as, like, you know, he's pushing hard east. Moving with the Pack 40. Grenadiers, machine gun as well here. Good hit from the Pack 40. Punches straight through the T70 side armor. After here, base in the west, but hits a mine, suffers incredible engine damage. They almost gets knocked out. Sniper hiding about here behind a bunch of stack of hay, and we got the conscripts rushing in there. Half-tech there has suffered incredible amounts of punishment, more than, well, most half-techs we've ever seen in a game of Campaign of Heroes, because most of them have bother with them, or immediately proceed to lose them. Sniper there, half-fate of Etsony too. Got a flare off here from Expense Runner, thumbs up. Good use of reconnaissance there. Caosak though is taking up. Fix up the 250 half-track for the umpteenth time. My God, Jürgen, how many times do we have to fix this thing? Well, you know, takes an issue up with the fucking Russians. Oh, yeah. Storms to catch the conscripts, and again dealing a nice bit of damage there. So he can soon get that Zapomuk up, and then say rush out a fast Ostwind, or fast-ish. We got Sandbags, we got mines in the west of Expense Runner, thumbs up. Sniper, they could maybe do a bit of assistance from those veteran Grenadiers. Comes to the vet Grenadiers, there you go, Sniper lands a hit as well. Molotov above, they're pushing the Grenadiers out in the open. Half-track at the ready. And again, super close to Veteran too. Pack 40 shooting at the sandbags. Comes the ping going straight here for the unit there. Machine gun covering far as well. Pioneers pulling ahead here. And it goes straight to mine with the Pioneers. That's definitely one way of sweeping for mines, though definitely not the one approved by most German army manuals. Unless you use Ostrom, in which case it's even encouraged. Pinelson pushing forwards here. Half-track knocked out. Quite a blow there to Caosak. Loses his light vehicle, which I've been doing fairly well for him, but yeah, did not last that long in the end. But still, probably lasted longer than most 250 half-tracks, honestly. T-simming up the right flank here. No Zapomuk yet, but definitely should get it going soon here versus Expanse Runner. Even got the Incendium piercing rounds here. Thumbs up. Worth noting, as I probably should have noted soon, he actually has a lot of munitions, and it is worth noting we've not been seeing a single mine here from Caosak. No telemines, no S-mines. Definitely a bit of oversight here. Could have definitely been helpful to save us the T-sim. Had more of the map, you know. If that had been hit by a telemine, that had been obviously fairly significant for Caosak. Storming forwards. Definitely get some of those verticals. Need to have a look at the sniper, though. Take 2 Panzer Schokolade and call me in the morning. You're a terrible physician, you know that, Ernst? Well, what do you want me to do? I'm a mechanic, or at least I used to be before I got drafted into this. It's a bicycle mechanic, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in the frontline infantry. Teasman on the eastern side here. Looking to exploit the gap here. Good play by Expanse Runner again. Telemine here would have been, I think, a great investment. Comes on the western side here for Expanse Runner. Panzer IV there for Caosak. Again, could have gone for an Ostwind, bit more shock effect, but the Panther, of course, is a nice, safe middle ground. Meanwhile, Expense Runner here is not slowing down himself, going for Mechanized Armor Company. Thumbs up to that. Which, of course, means then Veteran Conscript. Oh, not veterans, Mobilized Reserve Conscripts, I guess. Stormstorm from the south here, closing on Veteran 2-1. I don't feel like he should have made the attempt to stuff the Stormtroopers at the half and just gone straight for the sniper with a bit of other support there. Particularly then gone for a multiplier smoke screen to further disrupt. I think that could have made a clean option for this, to run at the sniper there. There you go. Got the gun, let's have a look at it. Pioneers as the conscripts. Panther out there for Caosak. Sniper fire there again. That sniper's been a great investment here for Expense Runner so far. Pushing the eastern side of the Stormtroopers. Again, making use to sort of try and draw the opponent into the range of fire. Panther fall there. Should definitely get a light machine gun, and Caosak really should be spending some of that munitions like mines or an assault and hold. I mean, he's obviously to some degree setting up for the fragmentation bomb, but it's just he could be doing a lot more now with the munitions now, and I think they could have more impact now than, a fragmentation bomb down the road. So I feel like that's a bit of an oversight there, tactically and strategically by Caosak, and something I think he should be a bit mindful of, floating too much munitions. Particularly when, again, as the Wehrmacht, you're kind of looking like, really leverage stuff like mines a lot there. Or assault and hold, in particular, like with, veteran grenadiers and stormtroopers. So, definitely feel like there's some room there for Caosak to utilise his resources a tad bit more efficiently. Medic bunker up there, grabbing the western point. Guess he got busted for operating an unlicensed physician's clinic. Looking forward to the Panther 4. Getting hit there by the penal troopers. Stormtroopers still hanging about. On the west side as well, he a bit steady. Still feel like Caosak would benefit from Morton. Honestly, so would Expense Runner though. I think Expense Runner's got more armoured concerns like a T-55 there happening. Soon falls in the centre, being pushed back here again. And honestly, again, Morton would be great just deploying a smoke grenade so he can more easily make a push through there. On the west side, T-7 striking the veteran grenadiers there. That's going to have to retreat. Panther 4 that's being moved westwards. They neatly ruining the sandbags the ponies just put down. Mein Gott, Dummkopf, watch where you're driving. Well, watch where you're pushing down sandbags. Shut up. Oh, mine went off after killing some of the conscripts. That's not bad. And an interesting choice, Expense Runner goes for the issue to 5. Though again, map like Langraskaya, particularly where he is, and issue 5 is also a pretty good investment. Pioneers are about to get wiped out. But he does finally take out Expense Runner's sniper with his own sniper. I think. Yeah, I think he did that. So thumbs up. Storms from your corner, pretty bad spot in the east side. Unfortunately for Caosak, but 40 for Expense Runner. Forced to retreat there, though they have gained veterans you want. More flares here. And we got a fresh sniper here for Expense Runner. Most players would not bother with a second sniper, but obviously Expense Runner is not most players. Just enforcing healing here. That goes from the eastern side. Though without armor support, that assault may not go too well. In fact, I'm surprised we've not been seeing more harassment from the eastern field point. I'm sure now it does have the Panther 4 like that could support an attack there. So and then say toss in some assault and holds. Snubber keeps at it here. 8 kills close for T2. Pack 40 shoots misses the T70. Yeah, shoot farming up here. Pack Panther 4 snub on the move here. Pioneers laying down mines. Finally on the west here. Thumbs up to Caosak there. Panther 4 driving in there. Pack 4 up. Good hit there on the issue 5. Punches cleanly through the frontal armor. Though the Panther 4 did also take a nice hit from the issue 5. Another hit there. Going back and forth here. East side T-something in there for Expensive Runner. Pack 40 keeps him at the centre of the Panther 4. Could try to be rushed in to help deal with the T-70. There's the building. Might make it harder for the issue 5 support. Or not. Grab northern point here. So Caosak's got fairly good map control right now. It's Expensive Runner, but it is coming at a fairly high price in some places. Worth noting, Expensive Runner also has more victory points to give off at the moment, so not all super smooth there for Caosak. He can soon go for another Panther 4. Though he could also just go for Stug. Stugs are good. Pioneers of the penal troopers here, the Strafbat there on the carve point. Still no sign of artillery from either side. We're slowly approaching the 20-minute mark. I'd say that's less crucial there. More about a commander rule of thumb there, but you know, still would be a good idea for them to consider artillery. I imagine Expansion is going to go for the Katyusha. Wait, what? Oh, he's going for tier 4. I definitely feel like, you know, the timing on that one is always a bit questionable. He's only got one medium tank. Trying to like straw for tier 4 here feels a bit risky. Again, risks too much time you give him to expend runs, like, you know, further pulling his stuff and pressure Caosak more. But honestly, just going for another Panther 4 I think would be much better for Caosak or Stug. Just like put more pressure in the arm of expensive run, then deal with the infantry. I think that'd be much more efficient here, but that's just me. You should find at it. Country being bombarded on the west side. Country with the gun east. Rive getting it off in a turn. Good hit there. Tank through the front of it. Machine being pushed back in the centre. Penal troops there moving forward. Undercover firing from the Panther 4 as he tries to cover them with death. Snow waiting here. They're both waiting for each other. Waiting for the other one to make a mistake here. So we'll have to see what he goes for. Could be a Panzerwerfer. Could be a Panther. Could be a Sturmpanzer.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Sniper hiding out. There's Stormtroopers as well. Definitely feel like he's been a bit too passive with the Stormtroopers. Like some places you treat them like these defensive ambush troops, but they are typically an infiltration troop. You want to get them close to the enemy and then just tear through them. But Caosak, I feel like ends up playing a bit too passively here. Though again, they can really get some wipes fast, as you can see there. Again, concentrated line of fire and are being absolutely annihilated. Good chance of wipe even here. And yes, 2 wipes in the Stormtrooper squad. I mean, again, they can really do some incredible amounts of damage there, as Caosak beautifully highlighted. But I still like he's a bit too passive. We got a fragmentation bomb against the consequence of the penal troopers and got him are both near white, but not quite either. He's even risking a snub here. Misses the bloody shot. Panther 4 moving in there. Misses the sniper. Ah, that was really close. But he might lose the Panther 4 here. But still, he almost got 2 more wipes on top of the other wipe here. Pack 4 now caught in a really bad spot. And here we sort of see, you know, this should just like him, you know, going for tier 4 instead of just going for another Panther 4 something else. Like, he had another Panther 4, he'd been in much better position here. But now, because he's got nothing else, there's a much easier like room to exploit for expensive run. And that way, taking out the Panther 4 and escape with the HG5 in return, because there's just no follow-up tank here for Caosak or follow-up assault gun. In fact, there's just nothing there. There's not even like the production lines of the heavy Panther core, so he's got nothing there. So again, this is the sort of situation where just another Panther 4 would have been infinitely better, because it would have been here now, whereas like, you know, again, what he was getting out the heavy Panther core is somewhere out in the future. It's like, you know, it's a nice theoretical, but what he needed there was a practical now thing to just beat his opponent's face in with. So I feel like that was, again, just a good highlight, but still, that was definitely a pretty good fragmentation bomb. Short of being a perfect fragmentation bomb, but it was pretty damn close. Yeah, 2 wipes from those Stormtroopers, they have definitely earned themselves in. So, I mean, thumbs up to Caosak there, even if I'm definitely not thumbs upsy on that heavy Panzer core. T-35 there for Expansion Runner, very good. He's also got plenty of manpower floating. I mean, mortar will still be a great investment. He can honestly, like another Stormtrooper squad or a Panther in his squad could also be a fairly good investment here for Caosak. But there you go. Panther on the way to the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Pride of the Fatherland. Stormtroopers holding up here, close to Veteran 2. Same with the sniper. They should find their Veterans 1. Found fact, the issue was supposed to replace with the issue 100, but by the time, you know, they sort of had the chassis ready, the guns were not ready, so they actually made the issue 5M, which is probably a better armoured issue 5. That's also a bit larger to fit in the 100mm gun, so there's an intermediate solution. That was actually not uncommon for the Soviets. Like, you know, they had something ready, but typically the gun was not ready, and so they had to make do with a older gun. Pioneers in need to retreat. We need to retreat those Pioneers. Caosak, Max Schnell. Storms into with the penal troopers. There we go. Another tactical advance here. Absolutely shredding them. Gaining Veteran 2. Could it be another wipe here for the Stormtroopers? Another glorious victory for Deutschland? No. Falls a bit short of the mark. The Engineers almost getting wiped out too. And there we go. Another wipe and expansion runner. Panther has arrived. The Panzerkampfwagen 5. Ausführung A. Pioneers getting wiped out here by the T-70 light tank. So will Caosak be able to lurch the Panther towards victory? He's still floating more manpower than I'm comfortable with, though. Another Pack 40. Another Pack 40. It's coming forwards. Expansion runner though may want to consider bringing in some more infantry or some more engineers. Like, he's definitely feeling a bit short on these squishier elements right now. Panther flying with its main gun, shoots, misses. Pack 40 almost done. T-4 reinforcing, should line of fire the Pack 40 here. Target weak point there. Oh, it misses. I said targets a weak point, Friedrich, not targets a dirt point. Maximum weather for expansion runner. Engineers almost been wiped out here. Storms is closing in. Oh, they did not go for the wipe here. That's a bit of a surprise. Missed opportunity there, I think. Close call, though. Very close call there. Maximum weather for expansion runner almost done. He's holding back here. But expansion runner is definitely in a bit of a tight spot here versus Caosak. I feel like right now if Caosak was just like, you know, push for more infantry rather than Pack 40, I think really just overwhelm expansion runner. I mean, with the second Pack 40, he's definitely like slowing up the match here, getting more defensive, slow, which gives expansion runner, I think, more time to like catch up here with Caosak, maybe crash him, which is typically not what you're looking to do with this as the Germans. But we shall see. Panther holding eastwards. Might want to make sure that this infantry support it. Oh, yeah, I'm not so sure what happened there. Maybe it's a misclick or some misordering there. Lots of damage inflicted on the Panther already. Almost, yeah, roughly lost a quarter of its health there, actually. That was pretty brutal. Storm's good advance a bit further up there. 17 kills. Machinery positioning. Packs falling back. There's got nothing to really defend against all this infantry with. Frontline quarter of info 2. We got the ace level, the T-55 shoots, and there you go. We've got air support here as expansion run unleashes the full might of the Red Army aviation here against the Germans. Sniper been caught at the MD-42 caught. Pack crew's been caught here in the Sturmovix. Line of fire. Takes out the Panther fighting with machine gun up north. We got 287 to 254. North we got the Stormtrooper still doing nothing there for Caosak. Could have forgotten about them, I suppose. Ishfar is sniping at the Panther, which forces Caosak to further withdraw it here from the front line. I mean, he could go for an Osprey just to help deal with all this air support, potential air support anyways. You got 283 was 254. The other packs immediately ruining the sandbags for the conscripts. I imagine they're a bit upset about that one. Pioneers versus the Maxim. Maxim obviously wins out on that one. 7 kills on that one. We got 11 on the other one. So he's highlighting just the other sniper. They're still ensuring that Caosak sniper's not doing too much there. Stormtrooper still basically doing not much there for Caosak. Really feel like she should be getting a bit more active with them. Fixing up the Panther. Is he planning a Panzerwerfer from not Sturmpanzer maybe? Katyusha for expansion runner, going to be the first one to go for artillery. Though again, he's doing that close to half an hour into the game, and Caosak still has sod all in the artillery department. But again, I would strongly urge a mortar. Panther falling a bit back here. Where Stormtroopers rolling out here for Caosak, waiting for the right moment to strike, or you know, waiting for Caosak to entirely forget about them so they can sneak away. Sneak up the Pioneers here, near ace level. Upgrade with a 5-man square upgrade. Thumbs up to that. Pioneers being pushed back. Tifa coming forwards. Panther moving in as well. Katyusha right around the corner for expansion runner. Good hit from the 5 there. Caosak's definitely getting a bit too scared. Passive edge again is making things a lot easier for the 5 because he just keeps sending the Panthers a nice, you know, static target. Which is typically not what you want to do against Soviet tank destroyers. Ace Pack 40, near Ace Pack 40 caught by the 270 here. We got the center, fragmentation bomb. There you go. Katyusha firing, opening up the Pack 40 here. And we got a fragmentation bomb again on the Max when the sniper this time round. Got the Maxim. T-70 suffers a bit of damage as well. Destroying the Maxim immediately. Thumbs up. There's a Caosak. Pack 40 with the T-35. Another Pack 40 hit there. H5 very, very close to the 22 here. Stormtroopers still forgotten here by Caosak. H5 gaining the 22. Around the centre, we got 244 to 254, pretty close in terms of victory points. Is he planning for like another Panther here? I mean, no, he's going for the Sturmpanzer now. It was down though to really look like it though. I really think she get mortar. Like just, I think if Smoke's been deployed in the right place right here against the Expanse Runner could completely mess up things for him. He won't be able to coordinate his defense, which then allow Caosak to just break them apart there. So that's something I definitely think Caosak should consider. More flares being deployed here, though the sniper is dead. Again, sniper faction on near Aegis level. That's pretty good there for Caosak. Pack 40 caught here by the Stravniki. Another Pack 4. That's triple Pack 40s there for Caosak. That's kind of asking for trouble, I feel like, against Katyusha rocket launchers. Whoops. Flareman goes off there, killing another Grenadier. Sturmpanzer almost done. Plus, triple Pack 4 will of course strong versus armor head on. The problem is, like, if they suddenly get rushed by infantry and doesn't have anything to protect them with, then Caosak could very quickly end in about a lot of trouble here against Expansion Runner. Never mind the Katyusha there. Good Pack 4 being fired Katyusha here. Fortunately for Caosak there, Expansion Runner is expending the Katyusha barrage using like one pack at a time. Definitely great there for Caosak's chance of not immediately losing the packs there. Sturmpanzer moving, shooting and firing a bit there. Another T-35 there for Expanse Runner and the Red Army. Sturmpanzer shoots, almost wipes out the entire Stravniki unit there. Nice hit on the H5 there, by the H5, on the Sturmpanzer with the H5 there, close to the ace level actually. That's where things get extra dangerous there, I think, for Caosak's armor. Stormtroopers still forgotten. That's really awkward there for Caosak. I mean, when he definitely used them, he could do a lot of great with them, but when they're doing nothing, I mean, they might as well do nothing, not exist. So, definitely feel like that's something we can improve a bit upon. At least he's making sure to keep the packs somewhat spaced here, so just, nuking them out with a single barrage is definitely not within the books of Expanse Runner, though there's still the air support.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
There's still the air support. That said, he is bunching up other things close to the Pack 40s, which is definitely suboptimal. Unless, of course, we are the Soviet artillery, in which case that is very optimal targets. And there he goes. Oh, Caosak. That's definitely a bit... And now he's pretty much like begging his opponents, like just calling everything to go. And there you go. Moving over the T-35, they actually finds a gap here in the pack line there. Death mistake tag. They've got the Panther moving in here. The pack crew is being overwhelmed with infantry. Air support raining down death here. Caosak center is wide open. Now the tanks are rolling in here. The Panther's rear is exposed. The H5 should be in. The Pilgrim was pinned down, but the entire situation is turning rather pear-shaped here for Caosak. Sturmpanzer shooting away, but it's not doing much. They're one pack. In fact, two packs are down. T-35 is kaput's third pack is out. He's got no packs left, meaning he's now up against the T-35 and the H-5 there with a single Panther, which is significantly outgunned. Even crew at the Pack 40. The Stormtroopers are finally on the move, but it's too late. They could get the contract of what I guess, but he's losing so much else in the process. And the Panther is down. He's destroying the other packs here, leaving Caosak suddenly significantly undergunned. Almost got the Sturmpanzer. Stormtroopers pushed back there. Punished for leaving them left flank there for too long. Again, highlighting a bit of a flawed tension against reviewing them as defensive troops when he really should be viewing them as offensive troops. Vertical is pushing forward to gain some damage in there, but he's losing so much in the process. I mean, there's a massive combat there from Expanse Runner against, Caosak. Grenadiers wiped out as well. He's down in just two infantry squads now. He's got a Sturmpanzer, while his opponent has tanks, tank destroyers, artillery, and infantry. The situation here for Caosak is turning really bad, really rapidly. A moment of laxity spawns a lifetime of socialism, as you can clearly see right before your very eyes. Fragmentation bomb pretty much wasted there. Caosak, I think at this point, seems to be just frantically flailing about. They're trying to, like, you know, turn the situation around, but he's just completely collapsing for him. His units are dying, his anti-tank guns are crumbling. And he's got next to nothing left now here with his expensive runner. Highlighting a bit the danger relying too much on Pack 40s against the Soviets, because, you know, all it takes is like, you know, one mistake and they're suddenly gone. Particularly when you don't have enough infantry to protect them, because, you know, someone kept forgetting about the stormtroopers on the left flank. So, definitely some critical tactical errors here by Caosak, and a strategic one that would be operational, but either way, some critical errors there. Just gave Expensive Runner the exact timing he needs to, like, just push through and suddenly just crush all of Caosak there. So, really, really bad spot here. Is he going to try and go for another Panther? Honestly, at this point, his best bet is probably just going for Stoogs. Like, just get multiple Sturmgeschütz out, hope to utilize their firepower that way, wear down Expensive Runner, and push the fight back in your favour. He also needs more infantry, and that's the thing, he just needs more of everything now, and he's still playing the Stormtroopers way too passive. In this regard, with the T-70 out there, and the T-35 is much harder to use them actively without some armoured support, which, you know, is still not forthcoming. So I definitely feel like Caosak may have painted himself into a corner here. On back rations, room number 17. There we go, again, another tactical advantage, again, decimating the troops. This time the expenditure was much faster to retreat. They're avoiding a wipe this time around against the mighty Stormtroopers. T-70 there, ace level, 12 kills. Ground most important engineers, we've got 220 versus 181. Sturmpanzer moving ahead here, 4 kills for 21. Gun is being snapped at the mighty T-70 light tank here. 214 was on 81. Another Panther for Caosak. He seems to be a firm believer in the Panther will save him from this mess. Kachucha barrage into the base here, not looking good for Expensive Runner. I mean, Caosak, I mean, for Expensive Runner is looking very good. He can soon call in another T-35, at which point I think Caosak's going to be pretty much up Shicer Creek without a paddle. At least inside of the can release the Stormtroopers go straight for the eastern flank here. Panther's almost done. We got Samex here for Expensive Runner, ready to rebuff any head-on attack here from Caosak. Panther is right around the corner here for the German army. Into the T-7 and the T-35, that's 2 king on it. Storm's being pushed back here. Panther is done here for Caosak and the German army. His second Panther. Meanwhile, we got the second T-35 for Expensive Runner. Got the Sturmpanzer and the engineers in the west. Sturmpanzer hunting for infantry there, not really landing any hits, and we got another bit of air support here just to further disrupt any chance of Caosak getting back into this. Panther's already falling back here, clearly concerned about what's coming its way. Bed's moving forwards. But they're getting hammered here by the T-35. Got 15 kills of actually 2. Caosak is just being absolutely slammed into the ground here by Expensive Runner. No movement allowed. So right now Caosak's odds are very limited. I think he's going to have to like pull off an absolutely inspired maneuver with a flank attack from an angle just Expensive Runner never saw coming, just hit him with like full force, which so far is just not happening. Snowball is ace level, 19 kills, not shabby. Panther pushing forwards, H5 there, being baited by the Sturmpanzer, but it is ace level, getting fairly quick turn around here with the Panther. Now we got the T-35 up there as well. Panther is moving down, so there we go, another T-35 running on the flank here. Panther is almost half health, there we go, half health now. Takes out the H-85 tank destroyer, but the Sturmpanzer about to get knocked, and the main gun is out on the Panther, and with that, Caosak is woefully in deep shicer here. That Caosak surrenders, a loss here for the German army, a victory for the Red Army, a fierce battle here with a lot of back and forth, a lot of great moments here between two highly skilled players. In the end, though, Caosak's mistake was, the classic going for tier 4. And we also saw like a kind of admission that the Panther's not that great because he literally went for so many packs. Like, if the Panther was good, why would he need all the anti-tank guns? Because the Panther doesn't have firepower. That is really the main issue. For all the resources it costs, it just has no the firepower to back it up in the game, unfortunately. And as long as that's the case, I just don't think that Panther's going to be a great choice in like the vast majority of the case. Had he just gone for a Panther 4 when he was ahead, I think Caosak could have won this. Like, he was so close at times, but his decision to just go for tier 4 really just sucked the power out of him. He could also, maybe even then, though, I think we still turned around there with mortars and some more infantry or other elements instead of just more packs. So definitely an issue there for Caosak there. But I would say a really good fight here with some great play from both sides. And Expansion Round was also like, a really smart player there, realizing the mistakes in Caosak's formation and then exploiting it brutally and efficiently. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that. Do consider donating or pledging on Patreon as well. Links in the description. This is Imperial LinkedIn. Cheers. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.